Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate you tuning in and joining me right here on this channel. If this is your first time here, just stay tuned. You might find something that you like, and if you do, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And to all of my subscribers, you guys have been so amazing to me. We just hit 400 subscribers here on YouTube, and I'm so excited about that because that was my goal for March. But for today's video, you guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about ways that you can keep social with your fashion boutique while we are all social distancing. So if this is something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. Okay, so the first idea that I have for you guys is opening up the blog on your website. If you have a fashion boutique and you're currently online, chances are that you have an option to add a blog to your website. You don't have to do this separately if you don't want to. If you have a personal brand, then yeah, a separate blog would be more beneficial to you. But if you have an online brand and you want to keep the engagement up with your customer as well as new people that land on your site, there is a way to reach them differently as opposed to you constantly issuing out what's the latest thing on your website or what's selling on your website, or things like that. That can get boring real fast, especially while we are all practicing social distancing. A lot of people aren't really shopping as much. I'm not gonna say they're not shopping because there are people that are shopping. Okay, so keep selling and do the best that you can with your sales, but if you want to have that effect on them, a long-lasting effect where you can actually connect with somebody on a more personal level, I highly encourage you to open up your blog. And I'm going to give you guys a few examples of blog posts that you can write that will create some social engagement while we are all social distancing. So, first things first. If you have your blog open and you're ready to start posting blogs, make sure that you also have a Pinterest account. I cannot stress that enough. I don't think I've talked about Pinterest enough on this platform on YouTube, but I've probably talked about it just here and there without really going into detail. And right now, I'm just going to say, if you have a Pinterest account and you have a blog, you're already winning, because Pinterest is basically a search engine that has everything. Just like Google, you type whatever you want into Pinterest and it's going to pop up just like it would pop up on Google. The only difference is you're going to get way more image searches on Pinterest. And I noticed that a lot of bloggers use Pinterest because, one, you can post images and you can create images on Canva or whatever editing software that you're familiar with or really like to use. And people really navigate towards Pinterest for that reason, because once you see that post, they're going to click on it and they're going to head back to wherever you're directing them. And in this case, you're going to be directing your main image for your blog post to your site where you're hosting your blog, which is in our case our websites. And I've noticed when I did this, when I tried this out a few months ago, I got a lot of new traffic on my website. I actually gained a couple of customers. I believe I told you guys in a previous video, I'm not sure which one, but Pinterest is a very big traffic source for my website. I make a lot of sales through Pinterest as well as right here on YouTube, as I talked about all the time. You guys are amazing. But when it comes to reaching a certain type of person on a certain type of level, which is a more personal level of mine and my brand, I like to use Pinterest and I like to create blog posts so that people can actually read and get a better understanding of who I am or who my brand is. So here's some topics that I'm going to be talking about. It's no secret. You guys can use the same topics as me if you want. Sharing is caring, okay? So here's some of the topics that will be posted to my blog, meaning I have a swimwear brand, so you want to keep things really into perspective for your customer. You want it to be niche based, okay? Because that is going to keep people on your site. They're going to have a more familiarity with what's on your site if your blog topics kind of go, make them coexist in a way. It doesn't always have to be about your product. It can be things that will enhance your products and things like that. So I'm going to start off first with topics that will help swimwear brands and lingerie brands and even beauty brands in a sense. So some of the blog topics I'll be writing about is skincare. I'm going to be putting a skincare routine up in blog format. This is one of the masks. I don't know It's shiny, so I don't know if it's actually picking up. But this is a Neutrogena face mask, and I swear by this. I use this all the time. I actually have a few in my refrigerator downstairs to keep cool. And I'm going to be talking about this because this is something that really goes well with your skin. And because my brand focuses on swimwear and you're always showing your skin, you know, this is something that will keep my audience engaged. And I can also use this and make it coexist with my product. So I can be talking about how I do my skincare routine, but I can also say this is what I use on vacation, and I can post photos in my house, I'll get to that later, with me actually wearing my product while I'm going through my skincare routine. So it's going to create a lifestyle effect when it comes to your brand. Another skin topic that I'll be posting about is dry brushing and exfoliating. I've been dry brushing my skin for, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 years. I'm not sure. Maybe closer to 3 years. I've been doing dry brushing on my skin. This right here is just a basic exfoliation cloth. You see how it's very airy and breathable. This rinses off if you want to use this in the shower. This is what I also use in the shower. I have a separate one for the shower, but this is a gentle exfoliator and is good for everyday use. And it dries instantly, like really fast, and doesn't hold bacteria like washcloth would do. So I'll be talking about dry brushing and how it reduces cellulite, how it's really great for your skin, because you know, summer skin is always in when you have a swimwear brand or a lingerie brand. So this is something that will be really big as a blog topic for incoming customers and my old customers as well. Another thing that I already wrote about is this right here. This is a product from my swimwear brand. It is our Luxe Cafe coffee scrub. I already have a blog post up. If you want to read that blog post, just head down to the description box and click on mayhemswim.com, and you'll go straight to my website, and you just click on the blog tab and you will see this blog post already up. But I talked about this and how it's really good on the skin. This is a all natural body scrub, you know. It's bomb. Just read the blog post, but this is also something that goes hand in hand with your skin. So aside from actual posting about your skin and like how to keep your skin nice and smooth and things like that, another really good idea for you if you have a swimwear brand and you're at home right now and you're trying to figure out how to get your product shots and things like that, and you want to be the model because you probably don't have access to your models, is writing blog posts about how you keep your skin nice and glowy, and then also show with example photos, obviously. And what I will be doing is posting about my favorite sunless, like suntan spray. And you're probably thinking, girl, you is black, like what you need a suntan for? Listen, black people go through phases of undertones and, you know, getting real pale. Right now I am very pale. I am very pale right now, and this is my favorite. And I'm about to start shooting some of my newer pieces and things like that, and because we can't go out, I obviously have to go get creative and figure that out. So I'll be writing a blog post on how I get my skin nice and even, the tone nice and even, and it's going to be with this Neutrogena spray. So I'm going to write a post, sorry, I don't know if you can see it, about this spray right here, and this is the medium intensity. This is perfect. I use this before every vacation. I spray it on, you know, and you can smooth it out if you want with your hand so it's even, you don't have streaks or anything. But I always get compliments on my skin whenever I use this because it just makes my melanin bronze and glowy, make my skin tone even. It reduces the appearance of cellulite. Yeah, it's the go-to. So I'm going to write a blog topic about this. And now about the pictures. Let's get into what you can do to keep up the engagement on your social media. Okay, so now that we talked about skincare and like the nice dewy skin for like swimwear brands and lingerie brands, where your brand is mainly focusing on tiny pieces where you are showing a lot of skin, those are some of the topics. You can also go way further than that and come up with creative topics that you think your audience might like. But let's talk about photos and how to keep up your social engagement during this social distancing time on your actual social media accounts, mainly Instagram. Now, the last thing I was talking about was this airbrush spray, and I'm going to be spraying this on my body you know, and then I'm going to be going outside and using the natural sunlight like I would always do. I just have to come up with creative ways to shoot product. So I'm going to be documenting that, but also I'm going to be getting images with everything that I'm talking about in my blog, so that I have all these photos that I can also post onto my Instagram account. And that way people from Instagram will be directed to my website and they'll be going to my blog. And then on my blog, they will see all of these things that I'm listing. And then within all of those things that I'm listing, I'm going to be showcasing products. So they're probably going to be more inclined to purchase something because they're like, oh wow, that looks good. I love what you did there. Let me check it out. Let me see what this is all about. And they're more inclined to actually purchase product because now they have another form of contact with you. I don't know if you know, but buying is a really trust-based type of transaction. And if you don't trust the person you're shopping with, you're not going to shop with them. I don't know how many times you've shopped with somebody you don't trust. Probably never. And there's different levels to different buyers. So sometimes somebody can go on your website and just buy something instantly. Other times people need a little more encouragement. And when you have different forms of contact, that is more encouragement. And if you have noticed anything that I have been saying in this video, it's 3 points of contact. I really believe in that general rule of 3 points of contact. What that means is, example, you're going to make a blog post. You're going to write the blog post on your website, right? After you write the blog post on your website, you're going to promote that on another platform. You can promote it on both Instagram and on Pinterest, and that's another contact. So you already have your blog post on your website. You have your blog post posted for a different social media account, Pinterest or Instagram or both, and you already have 3. But that actual third point of contact is redirecting all of that effort back to your site, getting people back to your site. And so what happens is you post it on your website, you sent it to Pinterest, and then from Pinterest you have new people coming in and they're on your website, they're looking around, they're browsing, they're adding to cart, and they are purchasing. That's 3 forms of contact. You want to keep the momentum going. You want to get new eyes onto your site, and the best way to do that is to have multiple forms of contact. Okay, so moving on to the pictures. Once you have the pictures on your Instagram account or your Pinterest account or both, or on Twitter as well, I'm starting to utilize Twitter more these days. So once you keep posting and you keep posting, people are going to come to you. They're going to be looking at you for more and more and more and more content. Now is not the time to not post content. Now is not the time to crawl under a rock from boredom. Get creative. I'm about to be all over this house in every single room trying to get new content ideas, different ways to take photos. I'm testing out a lot of new things. And while I'm testing out all of these things, I am having a ton of time to create blog topics dedicated to all of my new findings. So I can use all of my new findings, not necessarily on my website in a form of a blog post, but I can use that on my Instagram stories. I can use that on IGTV, and I can create behind the scenes. That is another form of contact. That is really getting personal with the people that are looking at you and they're looking at your brand. So those are my tips for you guys, is to create social content that keeps up engagement, especially because we're at home and we're in our houses, and right now everyone is online. You can't go outside, so everyone is online. Now is the time to make sure that you are creating so much reach and reaching new people at all times, and also making sure that you are catering to your loyal and dedicated followers and not giving up on them, and keep on giving them content that they love and the content that they found you for. Okay, so if you guys made it this far, do me a favor and just check on that subscribe button. Make sure that you actually clicked it, because that is awesome. Like I said, this channel is growing so beautifully. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be having the part 2 of the bikini tutorial. If you haven't watched that, check that video out. I'm going to link it somewhere up here in the cards so you can check that tutorial out. But part 2 of that video will be up and running on Wednesday, which is probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So look out for that next tutorial. And if you have not already, make sure that you hit the comment section, leave me a comment letting me know if you're going to be trying this, or also share some of your blog topic ideas that you think might work for me or for someone else. In the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Peace.